World ocean, think of it as a giant lake with all of the continents, as islands.
I can roll with this now.
The shoreline of our world is Antarctica. The foundation of Antarctica is higher than any other continent. Everything that you know is a lie. The United Nations map, flat earth map. International Maritime Organization, flat earth map. World Meteorological Organization, flat earth map. International Civil Aviation Organization. These are the things that control the world. Why do they all have flat earth maps? What about this?
Whoa.
This makes sense. What if we lived here? What if this is where we lived? Right there. These are other ponds with their own suns.
Not a commercial plane has flown over Antarctica?
No, none, ever.
Whoa, why?
Because you can't fly over Antarctica. Look at the Earth. World Cup soccer.
Oh.
Okay? They were in Doha. They wanted to go back to Buenos Aires. They went to Rome to refuel, and then they went back there. Why didn't they just go here? Because if they did, there's no place to refuel out here. On a flat Earth, Doha, Rome, Buenos Aires. So here's an emergency. They were going from New York to Hawaii, right about here, and they said we have to land. So they went to Seattle, which is like 1,000 miles out of the way. They got there in record time. New York, Seattle, Hawaii.
Who's directing the airlines to construct these flight pathways?
Out of respect for the family, can you please stop? That phrase worked. It didn't answer anything, but it shut people up. After the Kennedy assassination, there were doubts, there were inconsistencies, there were unanswered questions, and more often than not, questioning wasn't framed as curiosity. It was framed as cruelty, as bad manners, as something decent people simply didn't do. Out of respect for the family, of course. And slowly, something dangerous happened. A national concern was reduced to a private emotion, and public truth took a back seat to perceived politeness. I heard that phrase again this week. Please don't ask questions out of respect for the family, including the work family. And that stopped me. Because families grieve, but institutions operate. They hire, they fire, they profit, they influence. And when institutions wrap themselves in grief language, they're not asking for respect. They're asking for immunity. Here's the truth. A free society does not owe silence to power. It owes itself clarity. Asking questions isn't disrespect. It's responsibility. And when questioning becomes taboo, history tells us exactly what comes next. My friends, we are all anonymous, and history never thanks those who stayed quiet.
Well, needless to say, sold my soul.
Sometimes they don't want to, and they're, Gaga, we can't get, the frequency's weird, and, it's sounding a little bit strange, and I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, I get a little bit mad.
Why is your hand over your eye?
Because I'm a devil worshiper, what are you talking about? All right, well, I had tickets to see the devil worshiper.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.